Hey gang, we are at St. Joseph Cemetery, St. Joe's here in Chicago, and I'm with Art from A&K Engraving. I promised you that we were going to take a look at how this is done, and Art has been really good enough to take some time out to show us. What's your name? Walter. Walter is here with us too. We got the jets of O'Hare we're going to have to deal with, but if we can get by with that, we're going to make some noise here, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's go check it out. We'll follow you. So basically, they're running a compressor line from the truck to this setup here. It's always curious as to how they did this. Oh, look at this. And of course, guys, we got a train coming through. We're gonna call our channel the train channel. So that looks like, oh, interesting. So that metal is to protect the stone.
Sandblast.
And they're going to be sandblasting.
So I don't know if you want to pick up this contract, like you could see it.
So you tell us how
yeah,
this
they
works.
want us to add a panel in the top of the base.
Okay.
Oops, sorry. And then we're going to be adding this name on there.
Okay.
And it goes right below George, which is behind
that shield.
Right. So our next step is we already cut it out. And then we have a press that punches out the letters. Okay. So you could see that. So we already done that. So our next step is I'm going to take the sand and take that polish off.
Right.
And this is what it's going to look like. It's going to be like a panel like that.
And it's going to be that deep.
Yeah, so once I take that polish off, I'll put this piece back on there, and then we're going to sandblast it.
Got it. And that looks to be an 1/8 quarter inch deep.
Well, that one's a little deeper. The bigger the letters, the deeper you go.
Okay.
You can only go so deep because you'll start undercutting, and then you'll start popping out these centers like that. So you got to be kind of careful.
Okay.
So, Walter, why don't you go turn that compressor on?
All right, here we go. All the protective gear. That looks like a welder. All right, here we go.
All right, if you want to take a...
So that is basically just to kind of clean it?
Yeah, no, not clean it. We took the polish off. Here's the polish, and once you take it off, it gets a...
Oh, that's
it's
the
like
background.
the panel. It's called a panel.
So that's the background.
So when you sandblast, then you could see it better.
Right.
If you sandblast into the polish, you wouldn't be able to see it.
Got it. Okay. So now you put the stencil on.
Yeah. Put the glasses on so we can see.
Yeah. Look at that.
He's matching his old lines, as you can see.
Right.
He's matching his lines.
Right.
I just put it right in there.
Oh, yeah. And he burnishes it.
Then we'll sandblast this,
Right.
just like I was just doing. And that will engrave it where it'll get to like a bead.
Okay.
That's how it's done.
Craftsmanship, look at that.
And one thing interesting that this year we put more older dates on.
Yep.
Like this one's 2014.
Right.
For some reason in 2021 here, people are all of a sudden adding names that they never did.
Oh.
Just like that one you're going to go film.
Right.
That
Jacob
was
Carpenter.
1911.
Right.
It's just
All those years are coming back. People
they're
are coming back.
People must be visiting the cemeteries and noticing that they haven't put the name on or whatever.
Right.
So this is common for us to put. This is a 2014. So.
Oh yeah, right.
So, okay. Now we just sandblasted. It's the same method I just did.
Okay. All right.
And that's going to take me about 15 minutes.
Okay. Well, we're just going to watch a little bit, and then we'll come back as you pull off the stencil. See what the finished product. so now we are going to do the final sandblasting. And it's going to take about 15 minutes. So we're just going to watch a little bit of this and then we'll cut back to the end result. And I'm going to stand back here and we'll zoom in. Alright, that was the cleanup.
This is just a light gray spray that kind of darkens it up a little.
Ah, okay.
To kind of match, because as it stays out here longer, the letters get darker.
Got it.
So everything we're trying to match what's on the stone.
All right, unveiling time. Look at that. Wow. Looks great.
Just gotta blow it out.
Well, there it is. Finished product. Well, let's give people a little close-up here.
Yeah, it's got to be cleaned.
Yeah, but that looks just amazing.
All that white stuff to be cleaned up.
Look at that, guys. Well, that's the finished product. All right, well, thanks, guys.
No problem.
All right, gang, let's go see Jacob Carpenter's family plot and see what that looks like. Right up ahead here, young Jacob was a victim of the Wingfoot airship disaster. I'll put the links in, by the way, for all the stuff I'm going to talk about in the description box below. We're also doing a stone for little Willie Wilhelm Novotny. He was a victim of the Eastland disaster. I don't know if you remember that. He's out at Bohemian National Cemetery. And if anyone is out at Bohemian National, tell me if the stone is in. I haven't been able to get over there yet, and it'll have a picture. It's at the Novotny family plot. Of course, Lori Weinberg's mother, Norma, at Oak Ridge Cemetery in Hillside. We paid for that stone, and we're waiting for that. $500 contributed to the grave marker of Mary Ann Monagle's grandmother, Margaret Jessie Hetherington, otherwise known, or she went by the name Jessie. And we also are working on the Joseph Reinhold statue. Joseph, of course, is buried at Queen of Heaven in Hillside there. And we believe somebody has stolen his statue of Mary, the Virgin Mother bronze statue was stolen. I'm pretty sure, so we want to buy him a new one. We might do it in granite, but we are one step away from approval in the Archdiocese there, so I think that's going to happen. It's going to be about $8 grand, but I'm going to pay for that one, or most of it. And anyway, all these things are in the works and are going to happen. It's, you know, it takes several months, but here we are at the Carpenter family plot, and I already can see here on the left with his parents. Looks pretty good. You would never know that this was just added for Jacob. We are right over the flight path today of O'Hare Airport. Beautiful work, Art. Great job. Well, I gotta tell you, this is all you guys. Thanks so much. And you should be proud. All the people, all the viewers, all of you that are part of our community at Faces of the Forgotten, you did this. You made this possible. Hats off to you, and especially to our Patreon supporters, PayPal, all the different ways you guys have contributed. Really appreciate it. Warms my heart. So stay safe. Until the next time.